Okay, well, hello again. I've just been watching that Marcus Allen presentation on Ben Emlyn Jones's channel. You know, he's had this conference, if that's the right word, going, Dreaming Sources. He's had a few people on there, and I was watching this Marcus Allen presentation on Ben's channel. I'll leave a link to the source video below. Anyway, I'm in the process of making a video commenting on all of that, which will be quite long. It's not finished yet, but I just thought for fun, I just joined two clips together. These aren't in the sequence, they're going to be in the actual finished thing. The actual finished thing is going to be quite long, an hour probably, maybe a bit more. But this is just a couple of clips that I joined together that I thought were quite amusing, and it will give you an idea of how much credibility to give to Mr. Marcus Allen. Okay, so keep an eye out for the other video. It'll be coming up in the next couple of days. Be a far more comprehensive look at what Mr. Allen had to say. Of course, it was all rubbish. Anyway, here are a couple of clips. Okay, I should have just let that run on a bit because this is quite amusing.
Got his Masonic ring on here, and he's got his sunglasses in his pocket. They're a very comfortable piece of kit, and he's sort of a
got his Masonic ring on, so, you know, I don't know if that's true, but so what? So, I know people that are Freemasons. So what?
Ring. Same with bottom one here, Neil Armstrong. Inside the little module as it rested on the moon's surface. Now, what you see in here.
Okay, so what he's going to say here is that the light shining in the eyes is indicative of the picture being taken with a flash. He then goes on to say they didn't have a flash with them. Well, how does he know that? I can't imagine it being terribly bright inside the lunar module. Maybe they did have a flash. How does he know they didn't have a flash? Mind you, they don't look like, you know, with a flash, certainly at close range, you tend to get the red eye, don't you? A very prominent sort of red eye in the pupil. I don't see that there, to be honest. I mean, that might just be, you know, a light on the wall of the lamp, cabin lighting. Aldrin might just have been closer to it than Armstrong.
Highlight the light. This is indicative of a flash gun being used.
Yeah, maybe not. You know, maybe they had a flash. Remember, the interior of the lunar module was pretty small. If there's a couple of lights on the wall, you know, I reckon that could easily account for it. Just as easily account for it.
Have a flash gun. But a highlight of light in the eye, if you look at any paparazzi photograph of any celebrity, you'll see a highlight of light in the eye, because it indicates a flash gun is used to illuminate it. His teeth are also have a highlight there, which is the same thing. So this was taken under control conditions in the simulation rig before they even went through.
This was taken under simulation conditions before they even went to the moon. So that's his subconscious talking. He knows they went to the moon. He knows they did it. He's just spruiking all this rubbish because it keeps him on the presentation circuit, and he can drum up some interest for the magazine he peddles. Okay, so that's... I'll leave a link to this video. I'll leave a link to this video below, the source video. So, 5334. 5334. I'm just going to go back just a tad. Okay, I'm just going to go back to there.
What you see in here there's a highlight of light. This is indicative of a flash gun being used. They didn't have a flash gun. But a highlight of light in the eye, if you look at any paparazzi photograph of any celebrity, you'll see a highlight of light in the eye, because it indicates a flash gun is used to illuminate it.
Wait for it, wait for it.
His teeth are also have a highlight there, which is the same thing. So this was taken
Here it comes.
under control conditions
Under control conditions.
in the simulation rig before they even went to the rig.
In a simulation room before they even went to the moon. I don't know whether to end this video here. In fact, I might. I think this guy's, 2 or 3 feet away from the podium there, because he's wearing those rather large clown shoes. And because they're about 2 feet long, he can't get any closer to the podium than that. Okay, I'll see what else is on here. Yeah, I may leave it there. Now he's saying here that the lunar module is jumping around all over the place, and that these here are identical in both of these pictures, yet the lunar module is way over there. And the lunar module is jumping around all over the lunar surface. Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, if you look at that, and I'll leave, as I said, the link to the video below, and this is 106.06. They are not quite identical. The angles are slightly different, and I think if you imagine that angle there, you're standing behind the lunar module and you're looking that way, these structures are quite large. You then move yourself to there and look across there, you're going to see pretty much the same thing. That is slightly different if you look at that, so I don't think there's an anomaly there at all. And the other thing you've got to consider is these people are NASA, they're quite smart people. If they looked at those pictures and thought, oh my god, what idiot, took the fake LEM from there and put it over there, these pictures would never see the light of day. These are published photographs. I see no anomaly in those photographs whatsoever. I think if you were standing there in this picture, or effectively you'd be standing in this picture, and you took a picture that way, you're going to see the side of that, you're going to see that, you're going to see that coming like that, because you'd be close to the lunar module, remember, and you're going to see these fairly large structures to the left of it. I don't see an anomaly there at all, to be honest.
The lunar lander was not supposed to be moved once it came onto the lunar surface.
But indeed it wasn't, and it doesn't jump all over the place.
It jumps around all over the place. That's the lander. What's it doing over here? And these features are the same.
Hang on, what happened there? What happened there? Where did that go?
Yes. But it jumps around all over the place. That's the lander.
Are these two photos mutually exclusive? 106.17. And here you've got the lunar lander there, the car there. The car can move around, of course. And if you look at the angle of that, how much of this there is in this picture, and then you look at that, and he's saying basically, where did the lunar module go? Well, if you can imagine in this picture, you're taking it from here. The lunar module will be out of the shot. You're still going to get that slope, and you're going to get a little bit of that, which is exactly what appears in this picture here. So the answer to that question is no, certainly not. Okay, what else has he got to say?
What's he doing over here when these features are the same? This is ridiculous. And we're expecting...
No, it isn't ridiculous, and of course, we're expected to believe it because we can look at the photographs, and if you can think three-dimensionally, or actually if you can think two-dimensionally, and just imagine the scene moving around as though you were on the surface with your camera, it makes perfect sense.
To believe it, and we go along with it. If you want to believe the man landed on the moon, please go ahead and do so.
Yes, of course I do. I believe people like you are talking out of your backsides, ignoring all the evidence and dreaming up all this distorted drivel to try and get your ridiculous point of view across. It's nonsense.
So, I believe in three things: Father Christmas, the Tooth Fairy, and the Easter Bunny.
Well, I think that tells us all we need to know about Mr. Allen. He lives in Father Christmas, the Tooth Fairy, and the Easter Bunny. So no wonder he believes the lunar module hops around all over the surface of the moon after it's landed. And that NASA fabricated this whole Apollo operation, and the 400,000 people that were involved in it were all in on the conspiracy. And not one of them has come forward to say it was faked. Yes. Well, yes, I think that pretty much explains all we need to know, Mr. Allen. To be perfectly honest, I think I'll end the video there, unless I find anything else. That's a pretty good place to finish, isn't it? Okay. If there's nothing following this, thanks for watching. I'll probably catch you again.